Welcome to the channel. I'm Stacy, and my goal here is to help you to play better and sound better in your worship services. Today we'll be going over the parts for the song Jesus Be the Name by Elevation Worship. This one's in the key of D flat at 64 beats per minute. The beginning of the song is super ambient. I think they had some textural things going on, but with the room that we have available in the HX Stomp for adding effects, there wasn't room to add anything that would do, I think, what I was hearing on the recording. So I opted to just go with a swell. And so we're just going to be swelling in on a D flat, an A flat over C, and an F sharp. That's going to be for the intro. I'll walk you through those chords and kind of the structures those are based on here in a second. And then once the song kicks in, we're going to be hanging out on the G string for the most part. And we're going to be playing a combination of the D flat major scale pentatonic, and then the B flat minor pentatonic scale. And D flat's right here. And B flat minor is right here. And so that's the relative minor. So anyway, we're just using notes from both of those scales combined for that lead part. So the chords are based on using the 1 note and the 3 note from the scale. And so I'm using a D flat for the D flat chord and an F sharp. So that's like, here's our D flat, E flat, F sharp. So we're just plucking those two. And then our A flat over C is just going to basically be an octave C on the A and G string, fretted at the 3rd and 6th fret. And that comes from, if we've played the A flat like this, we're fretting that G string at the 5th fret. So that made sense. It sounded right in the mix. And then F sharp is the low E at 2, the G at 3. We're going to do that 2 times for the intro and then 2 times for the verse. And then we're going to be into like kind of a pre-chorus. I don't think they call it that, but it's the end of the verse and they do it on both verses. So it makes sense to call it the pre-chorus. It's going to be a B flat minor, fretting the low E at the 6th, the G at the 6th, an A flat, the low E at the 4th, the G at the 5th, and an F sharp. We just went over that. 2 and 3. We do that 2 times, and then we go into the first chorus. So I'll run through that part with the swells, with all the effects, so you can hear how that's going to sound. Coming out of that, we're going to be into our first chorus. And for that, we're going to be on the G string at the 11th fret. We're going to strike it 4 times, 4 rounds of an 8 count. So 8 times, 4 times through. And then we're going to come down to the 10th fret, and we're going to strike that an 8 count 2 times through. And then we're going to come down to the 8th fret, but we're going to strike 1 time on the 10th fret and then down to the 8th. It gives a nice accent. And then wrap that up, the 8 count on the 8th fret, and then we're going to do 1 more 8 count on the 8th fret. So without the effects, a little bit slow, it'll sound like this. And it's going to run through that 2 times and then go back into another verse with all the effects. And there's not a whole lot more than I just had, but I'll play it a little bit closer to tempo with just a slight bit more delay and reverb that part had. Going into our next verse, we're going to play similar part, but without the swells. So our D flat, our A flat over C, and then we're going to play an E flat minor, That's going to fret the A string at the 6th fret, the B string at the 7th. And then I forget what this chord is. Oh no, it's F sharp. So D string at the 4th, G string at the 6th. And that's coming from this D flat or F sharp chord shape. So we're just fretting those 2 strings. We're going to repeat that 2 times, and then our pre-chorus is the same as the first verse. So with the effects, that'll sound like this. And out of that, we're into our next chorus. And it is, let's see, is it exactly the same? It's exactly the same, only we run through it 4 times. And then you just increase your pick attack. When you hit the 3rd round, that's going to be halfway through. And then we're out. And then, well, we're not out. So you go through that 4 times. And then we're going to be into an instrumental that's kind of breaking up the first half of the song with the bridge section. There's going to be more choruses too, but it's kind of just a giant bridge for the end. And it's a lot of fun to play. You'll see as we get to it. So we're going to be fretting our G string at the 3rd fret. We're going to strike that 8 times for 2 counts. And then the 6th fret, 8 times for 2 counts. And then the 10th fret, we're going to hit that, let's see, 8 times. And then we're going to hit it 6 times. So I'll walk through it. So then to the 6th fret. Then the 10th fret. So we're going to hit it 2 times, wrapping up that 8 count from the 10th fret to the 9th on the B, and then 1 time on the B and finish that 8 count on the 8th fret on the G. And then do an additional 8 count on the 8th fret. So with the effects, and this is still the same that we use for the first chorus, it'll sound like this. Next, we're into our bridges 1 and 2. It's the same part, just repeated. And we're going to start that on the, very similar to that instrumental. We're going to hit the G string at the 3rd fret 8 times. We're going to do that 2 count. And then we're going to come up to the 6th fret. And we're going to hit that 8 times. And then we're going to hit it another 7 times. And then the 8th hit on that 8 count will be on the 8th fret. And then come up to the 10th fret for another 8 count. And then we're going to do the same thing we did before, where it's going to be 6 on the 10, and then 2 to wrap up that 8 count on the 9th fret B string, and then 1 more on that, and then 7 on the 8th fret G string to wrap up that 8 count, and then another 8 on that. So with all the effects, it would sound like this. So coming out of that, now things are starting to get bigger, and we're going to kick on our distortion or fuzz or whatever it is you're going to use. On the cover video, I kicked on my Rat clone, and I didn't have a ton of gain on that one, the distortion or whatever the knob says, but I had enough. And then on the presets, I used the Vermin, which is emulating a Rat on the Helix platform. So, and it's similar. I didn't crank the drive on it, but that pedal does stuff even without the drive being cranked. So it sounded great. But anyway, that's going to come out of that part we just played. And then we're going to come down and we're going to strike the 3rd fret on the G string. And then we're going to strike the 1st fret and then the 3rd. And we're going to repeat that 3 times. And then we're going to strike the 5th fret, the 5th fret, and then the 6th fret. We're going to strike those 4 times, a total of 4 times round. And then the 8th and 10th fret. And then 3 times on the 9th fret at the B string, and then 6 on the 8th fret G string, and then another 8. So without the effects, it'll be like this. You can strike it 8 times or 9 or 10. And then once you hit that point where you feel like it's ready, that the timing is right, you slide it down, and then you're going to start that again and run through that whole part again. And we run through that twice before it goes to the next part. So with all the effects, it'll sound like this. Like I said, you run through that 2 times and just increase your pick attack as it builds. It's a lot of fun to play. Once you get the timing on it and all the changes, it really flows. Coming out of that, things are going to get a bit bigger. I think this is going to be a chorus, so we're back into a chorus. We're going to strike the G string at the 8th fret, slide it up to the 15th. We're going to strike that 8 times, and we're going to do that 8 count 4 times. And then the 13th fret, we're going to do it 8 times. And then, let's see, and then it's going to be 6. And then we're going to slide up to the 18th, and that'll sound like this. Strike it 2 for that 8 count. 1 more kicking off the next 8 count. But it's not exactly going to be 8. I didn't really count them. So we're going to do the 6 on the 13th, slide it up to the 18th. Let's see, so all right, so trying to count this out. It's a little easier to play it at speed than it is slowed down. So we're going to strike those on here on the 13th fret, slide it up to the 18th. And then once you hit the 17th, that's going to be 4 times. The 15th 4 times. And then we're going to strike, let's see. You're going to hit the 15th on the 3, and that's going to be a similar accent to when we hit the 8th fret going from the 6th to the 10th on a previous part. And then we're going to run through that on this section 3 times. Let me see if that's correct. Yep. Sorry about that. We're going to run through that 3 times, and then we're going to go into a build on that second chorus. And that's going to be 4 times on the 15th fret, and then 8 times on the 15th fret. And then 4 on the 15th, 4 on the 17th, and 8 on the 18th. An additional 4 on the 18th, 4 on the 16th on the B string, and then 8 on the 18th on the B string, and an additional 8. And then a 2 8 count on the 16th fret. Let's see. I just want to make sure I cover everything. That part runs together pretty good. And then after that part we just played with the walk-up, we're going to repeat the chorus that we're about to go over here in a second. And it'll be 4 times at that point. So with the effects that we'll have on, it'll be all of the noise. It'll sound like this, going from the 8th fret to the 15th, and then running through that whole section. So we run through that chorus part. I only did it once, but you do it 3 times, and then you do the walk-up part. That's going to happen once, and then you're going to repeat that chorus the same way we did it 4 times. And then we come out of it, and then it goes into a tremolo picking part for, I guess, kind of an outro, but it's still part of the chorus. And it's going to hold the same timing for each note as the chorus. So we're going to be on the 15th fret tremolo picking, but it'll be for the same like 8 strikes 4 times through, and then we're going to come down to the 13th fret, 18th, 17th, 15th, 13th, and then we're going to do a walk up, and then the 15th fret, 17, 18, B string, 6, 18, and then a single strike on the 16th fret to end it out. So with all the effects, that part will sound like this. I hope you found this one helpful. If you did, subscribe and hit that like button for good measure. I'm not going to tell you how many times I went through that tremolo part to get it right, because I didn't count, but it was definitely more than 2. If you'd like the resources for this song, you'll find them at a link in the description box below. There are a handful of downloads free for you in there as well. All right, I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you in the next one.